Oh, I think we're live.
5.
Hi.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, it did go live.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, everyone. As promised, it is our live Q&A. This is Jennifer. And
Hey, everyone.
This is Karana.
Hi.
And my friend Anthony, who is also considering becoming an LSJ stylist. So yeah, this is the crew that's here for now. We have a few people coming in. Just as a reminder, you can still participate if you take a picture of your coffee mug, since the party is Coffee and Confidence. Take a picture and post it, and you will be entered into a raffle. So don't forget to do that. Bonus points if your cup actually has coffee in it. We are going to go through some of the questions that you guys had shared with me, and Karina can actually answer some questions as well that have to do with like the business and being a stylist. So I guess the first thing is tell us a little about yourself, Jen, and how you kind of started LSJ.
Thank you. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I've always been interested in being an entrepreneur and grew up around, my dad had a textile printing plant and a family of entrepreneurs. And I put business school, I lived in New York after college for 13 years, and at the beginning of that time I was interested in maybe going to business school, and then I decided instead to put that on hold and start another clothing company. And I was in the wholesale clothing industry, had a label that we sold to department stores and boutiques, and while looking for other revenue channels, got really fascinated with the direct sales model, which is, at the time I was looking at other jewelry companies, and there wasn't really a clothing company out there. So started this, got this going, and then just about 2 years ago we launched our replicated websites, and then we have a new website this year. So we're really getting it going.
Sorry, I guess I'm expecting people to come, so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm taking
to answer
a
your
call.
question, the bottom line is I love the flexibility of being an entrepreneur, and I think that's what's so great about this is if it's doing something full time or supplementing what you already do, it's a great way to get into fashion in some capacity. And Karana actually was one of our very first stylists, and we've been up here. And what's your experience been like? How'd you get into LSJ?
So I got into LSJ, I guess about 3.5 years ago. One of my son's friends' mothers went to high school with Jen and knew about LSJ. So she had a trunk show at her house and invited me to come. And I've always loved clothes and fashion growing up. And I had just had my second son, and I was sort of looking for something to do in addition to my regular job. And I just met Jen, and I loved the line and figured it was something that I could do. So I've been doing it now about 3.5 years. I've built up a little team, and it's so flexible and great. And I think our culture here is so wonderful too. You're so accessible and always asking for input. So I think and we sort of fill a void in the direct sales clothing options that are out there. So and it's a great time right now to get in this opportunity with LSJ, because I think we're only going to grow, and we're the next big thing. So y'all hop on board. It's great. And the clothes are all wearing something today. Yeah. Anthony loves the clothes too. So but it's just very wearable. I call it cute mom clothes. Which is, but not only to moms, but it appeals to all ladies, and hopefully guys soon, maybe to come eventually.
To come soon.
But it's very washable, wearable, practical, cute, different clothes that not everybody's going to be wearing. So I think it appeals to a lot of people. So that's right. And we've had a great time, and thank you for hosting us today.
Thank you guys for coming. So one of the questions that we got was, why did you choose to have things made in the U.S.? Like, why was that important?
Mm-hmm. Great question. Well, one of the reasons why is I grew up, my dad had a printing plant in North Carolina, and we saw 2 huge plants outside of Charlotte. We had a little country house out there about an hour outside of Charlotte, and he used to print for Nike and Gap and Banana Republic and all these. That's how I got
big names, guys. See, you were the next big thing.
And a lot of that stuff, some of it got outsourced to China during, as we grew, as things got moved to China, during that time. And he's still in the business and has a successful business. But, you know, I like the idea of making things here and bringing things back here. And so that's one of the reasons why, because I think that we need to keep as much as we can in the United States, and no matter how big we are, you can still make things here. My last clothing line, we made everything except we started doing some silks abroad, but we made everything in New York. The belts are made in the garment district in New York.
The belts, want to see the belt? We have a belt, guys. We have a belt,
So we have a couple different like pop colors. There's pink, and then the other side is black. So it is reversible and versatile. So anyway.
Ta-da! And this is the other one in yellow, which is awesome.
So it looks cute. It's just a cute little different addition to any outfit. And the rope has really been popular for spring and summer. And we may do another version for fall. Yeah. But back to the Made in the USA too. I think it gives us more control over our styles and our inventory and things like that too.
That's so true.
Yeah.
We can quickly, if we run out of something and it's successful, we can reproduce it in a couple weeks. You know, we have that. We can go out to LA and meet with the factories and tweak designs, or it does give us a lot more control.
Awesome. So another question that was asked is, there are other clothing businesses out there. So what makes LSJ different from the others?
That's a great question. When my vision for this company, when I started it, was that we would be a more casual company than what was out there, because there were a couple other companies that I thought they were a little, I don't want to say, they were just, you know, a lot of us don't wear suits to work anymore. It's a more casual world we live in, or we don't want to dry clean things, we want to just throw them in the wash. And I felt like there was a need for that. There are now, you know, there's another clothing company that's casual too. We're not as print driven. I'm wearing a printed top, which I love.
Y'all know what she's talking about. I've mentioned it on here.
Elephant in the room, yeah. I love prints, but I think for me, I really want to sell a really quality product, and if something tears or rips, you can return it. But this, I won't say everything is an investment piece per se, but it's certainly something that it's great quality, and you're going to pay a little more for that. But it's made in the USA. It's better quality, and they're more timeless pieces. I mean, we try to keep pieces that are trendy, and of course, and like I was mentioning about the robe, but it's also things that you could wear it for a year or maybe more. I mean, the Diane sweater I've had for a couple of years.
Diane sweater, yeah. You guys have seen this because it's super popular, and I love it. But this is the Diane sweater. This is it comes in another color as well. So this is the gray and white one. Super, super popular. You guys are welcome, as I said, to also order. I know a lot of you live in another state, so you're not able to come to the open house today. But I will be sharing a link in a little while that you guys can still support this event. So yeah, Diane sweater.
And that's our most expensive piece we have, which is $129. But most things are tops are, you know, very reasonable, and it's not going to be something that you wear and then you wash it 3 times and you have to throw it away, or you wear it once and it rips. I mean, that's not what we're selling.
I also want to point out I'm wearing the Lolita leggings today, so I don't know if you
can we see the leggings?
Cute tie-dye leggings, but anyway, we do have an offer of print legging, but to me they're classic and wearable, comfortable. So anyway, we do offer that also.
How long have you had those?
I mean, I've had these for over a year. I wear them all the time. They're so comfortable. I mean, and I get compliments on them all the time because it's different. I wash them. Yes,
they get washed.
I do wash them and hang them up to dry. So that's how I care for most of my pieces.
No tears or rips?
No tears, no rips. They still look brand new, and I've had them for a while, and I get compliments like all the time. So yeah.
Awesome.
Just wanted to
point
that out.
Yeah.
So if you could share a little bit about like getting into the business, the startup costs, and all of that jazz.
Sure. Yes. Exactly. Well, we are looking to. At the beginning of this year, we really focused on several cities. New York is one. Amanda's here. We're focused on the West Coast. If you know me or seen where I've been, I was in LA in April. I'll be back there in July. We have teams out there. Obviously, Charlotte. Grant and I are in Charlotte. And so we picked kind of key cities we're trying to focus on this year. where there's interest and where there's leadership. So I think that this is a really great time and place to get involved. The way we've structured our kits, and it's been a work in progress, and we change as we have input from those who are joining and from stylists. Right now, our kits we have one kit that starts under $299 or under $199, under $200. That's the first kit, and that's just apparel. And then we have 3 other kits: a $299, a $599, and an $1,100 kit. And they all represent a way to get started that works for you. And I think that the best thing is just to get started. You can work with your sponsor to borrow samples. You don't need
that
to.
That would be me.
Yes, exactly. Amanda's got a lot of great samples and has built her collection up. So, there's no reason to stress yourself out and spend so much money. And one thing that I like about our company is, the kits are a way for you to get started and it's not a huge money maker for us. The point is for you to get those pieces and book your show right away, book your online event, book your in-person show, and then, you can start making money right away and I've already paid for the cost, in a month I've paid for the cost of the kit, and now I can invest in more. There is a website fee every month, and that enables you to manage your team, order your clothes, and that's $14.95. But that's it, and it's month to month. We don't have an annual fee or anything like that. The other thing I would say is, so as a stylist, you can buy anything at 25% off, any piece of clothing. You can buy jewelry for 35% off. And the great part is, though, that you just can buy one piece.
Yes.
You don't have to buy. It may seem in theory great to get everything and sell it and double it, but the reality of it is that that's not the way it works. If you can't choose your sizes and you can't choose what you want, it's going to be hard to sell that for full profit. So I think the way we do the inventory is you can buy it and you can just buy one piece or 2 pieces or more, and you're not going to be stuck with pieces you can't sell, because that's not good for anybody.
Awesome. So one of the biggest questions that I've had also is the time commitment. So people have full-time jobs, people are in school. How can this opportunity fit into their lives? You can answer that too, probably, because I'm sure you're super busy, like I am.
Yes, I have 2 kids. I have a regular job also. But LSJ does fit very well into your life because, number one, I think it's something that you want to do. I don't think it's something that you procrastinate about or anything. And if you just start with your core group of people, we talk about our, frank list, friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids. So you start with that list and then it just expands from there. But as far as time, the great thing about LSJ is you can do it as much as you want, and you can, when it fits into your life, or when you're busy with something else, then you can focus on that. But it also is a little bit seasonal. So, we see, we have really good success, say March, April, May. Of course, summer, there's a little bit of a lull, and then, huge selling season, really, for holiday and fall is September, October, November. December's a little slower because people are getting ready for Christmas time, and then January's always everybody's like, oh my gosh, I spent all my money on Christmas. But, I would say if you sit down and really focus and do it smart, work smart, I would say, 4 to 5 hours a week, and I try to have a couple events a month, whether it's at my house or somewhere else or at a friend's house. Amanda's great at doing the online thing. So, it's not, I wouldn't be overwhelmed by the time commitment because it's not, it shouldn't be overwhelming. That's not the point of our company. Yeah.
Awesome.
That answers your question.
No, for sure. And then I did get a question about your favorite pieces.
My favorite pieces?
So, so if we have them, we can show them.
Sure. Well, I'm wearing my favorite earrings, the Mallorca mesh, and I love these because they're very dramatic. They're a statement piece, but they're very light, and all of our jewelry, all of our delicates that I design are stainless steel. They won't rust. So these are one of our best sellers, and they are very, very nice for anything. I wear them in the day, obviously, but they're nice for wearing at night. For clothing, I would say, you know, that's my favorite because I've worn that probably twice. I wore it all day Friday. This is the Savannah top. This is a great piece. It's $49. It's got like a laser cut, and you know, I would wear this year round. I am wearing it more now because it's summer, but it's a great piece to like put on a blazer or a wrap, or you can wear a camisole underneath it. This comes in white and black.
The back is really cute too.
The back is very cute.
Keyhole.
I've seen a couple girls around the office like tie it in the back. I'm pretty tall, so very tall actually. But you can tie this, and it will. That's kind of it's a cute look, like with a skirt or with something.
And then here's the black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cute. I love the Diane sweater that we mentioned. Yeah. And the Janessa top. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, our bestsellers.
So this one you can wear off the shoulders, which is really nice.
Right. Off the shoulder, one shoulder, strapless or up. Mm-hmm. And it comes in a lot of great colors.
It does, yeah. The other thing I would say is, well, I love these tie-dye leggings too, and just the Winnie leggings, just the black, like a black or blue. You may have them.
I may have some leggings.
Acid wash leggings.
I think they're to the right. So yeah, all the bottoms are together.
So they are.
Yeah.
These are the active ones. Are these the active?
Yeah, these are cute too. So either of the leggings, these are really like a jean, and I don't
know if you guys can see the kind of the design on it. It's kind of hard to see in the camera, but they are like intentionally washed out, which is cute.
It's like an acid wash, yeah. So, you know, if you're someone who doesn't want to spend a lot on jeans, it's still like, these are, you know, $64. I think these actives are a little more, but I mean, they're going to last you a couple years, and you can wear them with boots, or I mean, they're a year-round piece. It is an investment piece. Yeah, those are some of my, and I love the belts. So, and what I'm wearing, I love this top. The Bora Bora I wear a lot too.
Yeah, I told you guys that top might not make it. You guys may not have a chance to order it from me because I love that. You guys know I love pink, so all things pink are for me. Yeah, that is all me.
And we have some new things coming out.
We have some new things coming out too on the heels of. So this is, I love the tees too. Trust your journey. And we have some tanks coming out in some new designs. We have three new tank tops coming out that are rented, and we have some new cute cosmetic bags coming out.
Yeah, you guys saw that. If you scroll down the cosmetic bags, I posted a picture, so you guys can scroll down and check those out.
Coming out too. So, and we'll have some coming out with like tassels that I wore yesterday, and we were both wearing new pieces yesterday.
New pieces yesterday. Yeah. So we post on Instagram, on La Senorita Jolie on Instagram, so follow us there too. You can see a couple of the new pieces. So
for sure. Yeah. So I see we still have one person on. I know we had a few people on earlier, but whoever is on, if you have any questions that I did not ask yet, you can go ahead and comment your question, and we can answer it live. Is there anything that either of you want to just kind of share, or I think that was it for like the official questions. So,
I don't know. I think it's a great opportunity. I think any type of direct sales, I think you need to be persistent. Don't have unrealistic expectations in the beginning, but it is something that is another revenue stream for you. And I think our company too is all about we all help each other, like women helping each other. So the culture is great, and I think it's a great time, and everyone seems to be doing a direct sales opportunity of some type, but I think ours is one of the best. So anyway, join LSJ.
Yeah.
Bye LSJ.
Buy, join, support, host a party. We do online parties. If you're in New York, I can come to your house and do a party. So that can be lots of fun. Also, we can come up with a fun theme, like Coffee and Confidence or something else. So yeah, I have, for the summer, we can do Summertime Santa. So lots of exciting themes that we can work on too to make your party even more fun.
That's
so
a great idea.
That was
That's a great idea. Amanda's awesome.
Thank you guys. All right, so if there are no questions yet, we can end the video. But if you have questions later, I can come back on and check and get those answered for you. So feel free to comment on this video. If you're watching the replay, hopefully we answered a lot of your questions. But if not, we can always get answers later as well. So awesome. Thank you guys. And then you can just click the finish button. we are ending.
Okay.
Let's see. Did it go? You can just tap the.
I think it did the time.